If we could live in this moment and just hold it.
Hey Aries, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Lady of the Throne, where God dwells within me as me, and I am here to bring to you your November 2024 guidance. So I decided to do November 2024 spiritual messages a little bit later in the month because I am someone who has a lot of power. So I didn't want to misuse my power, of course not. And I just didn't want to, sway anyone's opinion. So I decided to wait until later to actually provide the messages for you, okay? So it's still November. It's not too late. I'm just glad that you're here to hear everything. And let's see what's going on for November for you, Aries. I'm just going to jump right into it and talk about what's going on for you guys, okay? Or what's coming up by the end of the month. So really quickly, Aries, I know that there was a new moon, and I know that there's a full moon actually right now as we speak. Right now there's a full moon in the sign of Taurus, I believe. So Taurus energy is very stubborn, and also they're quite headstrong. They're just like Aries, with a lot of drive, a lot of boldness. A Taurus can be a little bit more reserved about this until it's time. Like Aries and Taurus are so much alike. They're sister signs, but Taurus is the one where it's gonna be a pile up, and then when it's time, they go berserk. Aries is more headstrong, so everything happens up front. Taurus takes a long time to react. So this is a full moon, and the reason why I bring up these aspects of the sign of Taurus is because that's what the full moon brings in. It brings in a slow building up of emotions, and then it just like goes berserk. So you guys, Aries, are going to be affected by the full moon in Taurus just like other zodiac signs. But because this one's so close to you, in the zodiac wheel, it may have a stronger effect on you guys, okay? So it can just be a time where you have been really quiet about something, or really patient with something, or waiting a while for something, and it's like now it's just like, all right, these things have to be expressed. That type of energy could be there. Taurus is also the second house, so it's all about money and wealth and things like that. So some of you guys could also be releasing a certain mindset about your finances at this time. Like if you guys were in some type of negative mindset about something, or about where you work, or about your job, your business, your career, whatever, you could be letting that go and releasing all the negative thoughts that you may have had about it and thinking positively. So this is something that's going to move through all 12 signs, not just the sign of Aries, all right? But this could be something that you notice about the month of November that changes. So, Aries in November, little do people know, you are in the big leagues now. Listen, a lot of people may not know but you are with the big dogs now. What I mean by that is it's going to be different for every Aries in their life. I'm going to provide different examples for different Aries. No two Aries people's lives are going to be mirrors of each other, but very, 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 very similar. So I know that some of these things can be happening in your life, Aries, that I'm going to be speaking about. Some of them maybe not yet. But what I mean by you're up in the big leagues now, for some of you, it can be something like you're in a new community around new people. And these people are prestigious people, or they're people who are very prosperous. Could be people that's very generous, who could be helping you or giving things to you. They could be rewarding you. So it's like you're something here is different about you in the month of November. And before I keep going, I just want to say that there's like people who listen to my my guidance, and they know that it is accurate, right? Like, these people know that this is not a game. This is something to be taken very seriously about. But a lot of these people are prejudiced about the truth of their history. So a lot of people want to try to make things fit in their life and try to make up something just so that it can match, because that's the type of stuff that they do. Because what they're trying to do is be socially accepted to people that have jumped on a bandwagon to do certain things. But to my real listeners, my true supporters, and those of you out there who are actually listening for the actual guidance for your life, you have to allow God to be God and just let things play out. So anyway, Aries, I know a lot of you understand it, but some people just really don't. So it can be something like that, just being a part of a community with people that are just really those types of people. It could be that for others of you, this could be some type of job promotion that some of you guys are getting. Like, now you can sit with the bosses now you can sit with, like the people. Maybe you just, maybe you're going to be working with higher level senior management, like, in a retail company, a department store, like something like that, is what I'm getting. Others of you could be upgrading where you live, or you could be getting some type of new gig, some type of new opportunity, a business opportunity, some type of major deal contract could be coming into your life in November. Could have already happened, could be happening now. People in high positions could be talking about you right now. They could be in a room discussing you, and they could have made a decision to work with you. They could have made some type of decision to work with you, to share something with you, to give you something, to give you what you deserve, that type of thing. So it's just like some type of like energy like that is coming up, where some type of upgrade. Aries are going through some type of upgrade in their lives right now. It could also mean that some of you have a spiritual ranking that has increased, where God is choosing you to do something, like you have become chosen. And if you have, welcome to our world, because this is the world that I belong to. This is the world that I created. So if you're someone that's chosen, welcome. I'm your person. I'm your person that's going to help you through this, right? Because I'm a leader in this world. So if that's you, then you're someone who is definitely going to be like in with the whole family. Like, some of you is like, okay, well, now I'm rolling with the big leagues here spiritually, right? So it really just depends on who you are in your life, but you could be rolling with the big dogs in any kind of way that you see it. But yeah, you're at the top. You're like one of those top people at this time, okay? And you're being seen as such, and you are being recognized as that, and everyone knows this around you, or they will, okay? Because now you are in a higher position. And I feel like a lot of you guys are just living your lives every day, just handling the business that you need to do, doing everything you need to do in your life. And you could be finding it very hard to relate to certain people now. Now that you are in this higher role, this high status position, you could be finding it really hard to still relate to people that you used to relate to in the past. Maybe it's hard for you to still be friends with certain people or to do certain things. Now it's like you got to move differently. You're not moving the way that you were moving before. It's like now you have to have some type of privacy, some type of exclusivity, some type of secrecy, some type of quiet. Like it's like you have to, you know how celebrities really don't say that much because they don't, like, they keep a lot away from the world, because mainly because they're lying about things, to be honest with you. But besides from that, it's like some of them really have to keep a level of privacy about them, because that's just how they have to be, because everyone has access to celebrities. So it's like you can see or find almost anything on these people and they're always a target. Imagine what we go through every day. So some of you are like, some of you are already aware that you're so popular, like you're a star, and you have to act like, I'm talking about really act like it. Like I'm saying, like, you're really not going to be able to talk to people that way, the way you used to. You're really not going to be able to open up to people the way you used to. You're really not going to be able to talk to people the way you used to. It's like now you have to go into like this clam shell, this crab shell. Like now you have to really be private, because now you are a real life star. So you can't do certain things anymore because you're in cahoots with the other ones just like you. So now you have to move like them. It's like this is what's happening, Aries. You're in a transition. So what this Taurus full moon is doing, if you notice that this Taurus full moon has made you feel a little stubborn, it has made you feel like just having, like, you're just tired of not saying something about a certain thing, and you just finally have to, like, you're trying to control, like you feel this tug of war emotionally or mentally, where you're trying to control the way you feel about something or someone, and then like you keep letting it add up and build up, and then it finally just happens. That's the Taurus full moon doing that. But it is a good thing, because it's forcing you. It's a good thing because this Taurus full moon is forcing you to think about your foundation. It's forcing you to think about how you have stable. It wants you to stabilize yourself in a new lifestyle. See, Taurus is all about lifestyle, wealth, money, and things like that. That's the second house. So it's a moon that wants you to feel comfortable with your wealth, or comfortable with your status, comfortable with your fame, or comfortable, like, it's time to get like used to this. Like you really have to find your footing. And I know some of you thought that maybe your rise to success, or your rise to fame, or your rise to whatever it is that you're rising to, even if it's just like getting a new home, or getting a new car, or getting a new baby, or, you know, getting married, or working with the big dogs at work. It's like whatever this upgrade is that is happening, spiritual, now you're like working with us. You're over here with the divine now. Whatever this spiritual or physical or emotional upgrade is that you're having, you're in a transition. And this Taurus full moon is helping you to gain a solid grip on the ground, where you are still standing strong through everything. And through this transition that you're having, it's like you're going from, what I mean by going from rags to riches, Aries, is that you're no longer you. Like, literally, you're no longer the person that you used to be. You are a star now. Like, you have literally made yourself a star, or you're just born to be one, or just naturally it's happening. So you have to learn the transition period and why it could feel like this is a time where it's just time for you to you're just letting all this stuff out. And the reason why is because you've been holding on to it so long, and God is guiding you to, like, just let this all out, because it's obvious who you are, or it's obvious what you're going through right now is like transitioning you into this star. So you're gonna move different. Okay, in November is like you're gonna feel very abundant, very free flowing, and happy overall about your life. I feel like you have no concern for weak-minded people. You don't have any concern for the weak. No regrets at all when it comes to how you treat the weak either. If a person comes around you and they're weak, if a person has something to say to you that's negative and shows signs of weakness, spiritual weakness, mental weakness, like, I mean, this person, if a person just lacks common sense, like all of that, it's just like, you know what, I really don't have time for weakness. I really don't. Like, I don't want that around me. I don't want people who come around me with negativity. I don't need that. So you're just like, and you don't care how you feel and how they feel about it. You see weakness really easily in people, especially ones that are influenced by the devil. So all of the things in your life are going to be on a positive forward movement, because greater things are on the way to you now. So you could feel very blessed and confident with everything that you do, because you're taking these great strides every day and just really loving where you are right now. A whole lot of support is coming through now from people, Aries, especially your admirers. Listen, I don't think you guys realized or ever knew how many people really admired you. And I think I told you guys this before, but believe it or not, more people admire you than are jealous of you, to be honest. There's a lot of people who are jealous of your position, okay, who loves you and who you love. It's so many reasons why people are just so jealous, but that is not the largest number. This is like only 10,000 people compared to millions. You have millions of people who love you compared to just a few weak people who may be around you, whether it's in your workplace, whether it's around you in general. There's a few weak ones who really just can't get it through their heads who you are. But there's some other ones. There's so many other people. And of course, I could be a little dramatic when I say millions and things like that, because not every Aries is on that level. There's some Aries, it's just you, your little community, and that's it. But it could feel like that. It could feel like a lot of people around you, no matter how big or how small your life is. It's just like your lifestyle is. I apologize. But it could feel like more people involved in your lifestyle don't like you, but that's not true. That's just an illusion. That's what your haters want you to think. Actually, there's a lot of people who admire you and who really do love you and support you and genuinely like you. And they love how real you are too, Aries. So November is going to be a time where you realize that people really love the fact that you're no sugarcoating. Like, there's no sugarcoating. You're very, very straightforward, and people actually needed this. Can you believe it? Like, a lot of people feel like they needed you. They just needed you, because one thing that people know about you, no matter what you have done, no matter what you have said, no matter what is right, no matter what people think is wrong, you're going to be real. That's one thing that no one can take away from you, is your authenticity. You're going to be completely honest. And that's what has made you a star. That's what's made you really popular. That's what's put you into a spotlight. That's what people like about you. People around your workplace. You may be just popular at work. That's what they like about you. You're an asset to the company that you work for, actually. Don't think that even if it feels like your coworkers are in some type of conglomerate to go against you, they're just doing this because they're getting paid to do it. Unfortunately, they're going to hell. but they don't really not like you. They really do like you. They're just doing it for extra money. But listen, even if it's something like that going on here, right? That's not even true. Can you believe that? They actually really needed you. Like, don't think for one second that you're just like working some lousy job in a lousy store or wherever you are in your life, and don't think that these people just hate you or they don't really want you there. That's far from the truth. They actually are so happy they have someone around them that's able. Little do you know, Aries, because this is what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing that people can actually see that you're trying to help them. Like, people actually feel like you're trying to protect them from something that's bigger than them. People actually feel like you're trying to protect them through something that they can't see, but they know you can see it. So they kind of rely on someone with such a strong voice like you, someone with such a strong opinion like you, someone with such great spiritual discernment like you, someone with spiritual gifts like you. It's like, no matter what's going on, these people actually really understand what you're doing for them. Because no one's really, if you really think about it, no one's really had the experience or the opportunity to have someone in their life that's not like in their family or not a friend to them, but just like this little stranger, but like has some type of angelic abilities where the things you talk about, the things you say, the things you do is like, a lot of people are noticing how you've saved people from stuff. You've helped people go down different paths. You've helped people not crash out. You've helped people heal. You've helped people live a good life. You've helped people think clearly. You've helped people cleanse themselves and get rid of like inner demons. You've helped people to live a more clean life. You've helped people want to like choose God every day. You've brought people to church again. You've made people open their Bibles again. It's like so many different things you have done if you're spiritual like me. But if you're like an Aries who's just a normal person, listen, you've still helped people. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, you still helped people. Whether your approach was a little harsh to some people or it was quite delightful. Whatever it was and however people took it, people just needed your voice on something. You know, it could be your bosses, Aries. It could be the people who have higher positions than you. It could be anybody, anywhere. But there's something valuable that you're adding to a situation. The fact that you don't fake anything. People really have grown to accept and appreciate that side of life more than anything else. You've helped other people be able to spot deception from a mile away. It's like you're a walking third eye opener, a walking pineal gland opener. Like, you have opened everybody's eyes to better, to more, to the truth, to a better way to solve a problem. Even if you're like a math professor or something, or like some type of teacher, you've opened people's eyes up to finding the formula, something that they couldn't see. It's like you found such an easy way to help. It's like you're helping people graduate, or you're just helping people do so many things that you do not know you're doing. And that's what people see in you, and that's what people love about you. You're an asset. You're a very valuable commodity to have, because when you're around, other people grow. You make things grow. You are the seed in any situation. So no people or nothing can overpower you in any situation or outsmart you in any situation, because you are valuable to them. Listen, you could be a You could be at the top of your organization, and there could be just one more person above you. But even that one person above you values you the most. The most. Because even though they're above you, you still have so much value, honor, that you should receive every day. Because it's not about you making people's life easier. Like, it's not even about the work you're doing. I'm telling you, it's more than that. It's about something that has to do with your mind, your intellect, your intelligence, your self-worth, your self-love, your passion, your heart, your kindness, your grace, your love, your speeches, or your public speaking abilities, or your writing, whatever it is that you do. People have gone from confused about it, to jealous about it, to envious about it, to loving you about it, to respecting you about it, to honoring you about it. Listen, it's been like this cycle. And this cycle has led to a life of blessings, because people that you never would think hear you. People you never would think feel you, they feel you. Like, these people understand what you're going through. They understand what you're trying to say. They understand what you're trying to tell them. They understand. So everyone just loves you deep down inside. They can't even get angry anymore at you. Listen, you're going to start noticing that if people want to get upset with you, they can't. Like, they really can't, because you're so pure. You're so real. So it's like, who's going to get upset when this person is just really fending for themselves? They're really just living their life. They're really just, just not trying to be anything, not trying to even make you mad. But the truth just, like, people even realize that the truth is what made them mad. Like, people actually have broken everything down to themselves. And they're like, you know what? I don't have a reason to feel like this about her or him. I think it was just the fact that was the truth that I just really wasn't ready to hear. That's how much people love you. Man, I feel so much love in my heart right now. Like, just speaking about this, I feel so much inside of me. There's so many people who love you, and they're not able to tell you. Some of them are not able to tell you because they're still allowing this 3D reality make them afraid of things. There's fear coming from this, right? A lot of people are afraid, but there's some people who are going to loudly express this to you, who are thousands of miles away from you, and they're going to loudly tell you, but in different ways. It's not just like ever going to be literal. It's always something metaphorical that lets you know, or they do it in a way where they don't think you'll ever watch the video, or they don't think you'll ever hear it, or they don't think you'll ever see them, but they're doing it. And it's so beautiful because you still can feel it. The energy is there. Energy is real. And wow, I just feel so much better. I feel so good right now, Aries. Like, going from the beginning of this to like right now, this is the part right here in this reading right now where I feel like so many blessings are on the way to you. You're so admired. I also get that there is someone who admires you so much. There's a few people who admire you a lot, and romantically is what I'm saying. And I'm also getting a little bit about romance, even though the other messages are just like people in general. But now I'm getting a little bit about romance, and I feel like there's going to be a few lovers sending things to you. whether it be like well wishes, like they want you to do well, they want you to succeed, they want you to be powerful, they want you to be respected. Like people who actually have some type of love for you and who admire you, they're going to be sending like positive notions towards you. There's also like things are getting physical now, so they're like sending you money type stuff, or like sending you gifts for real. Like things are really coming to you for real from your admirers, like real life men who really like you are really sending you stuff for real. And I don't know if who these people are or who they could be. They could be anyone, you know. Every Aries is going to be different. Now if you're married or you're in a long-term relationship, then that message of course is not for you. So don't make it fit, and don't think weird if you're already happy and committed to someone. But for those of you who are single and available, there's people who really do like you genuinely and think you're like the realest person that they've ever known in their life, and they really do want to prove something to you. And I think it's about them proving that they can match you. They can match your energy. They can match how you're coming. They can match how you move. They can handle it. They can handle your level of fame if you have fame, or your level of wealth if you have wealth, or your lifestyle if you're a busy Aries, or they can handle your mind if you're really smart and intellectual. Somebody can handle you. Somebody can handle you. You could be a male Aries, and there may be women doing this for you, or a particular woman doing this for you if you're a male Aries. But someone can handle you. People feel like, I have what it takes. I can be on the same level with this person, but I gotta get the Aries to notice me, to know that I'm the one who likes them. So some people are about to start doing things for you on a major level, like on a big level, because they really want you to know that it's them. And they really, not only that to let you know that it's them, but they really want you to know that they're serious about you. Because a man, honestly, especially in these times right here, they're not going to do all of that for a woman for real without being serious. So there's some type of man or men out there who are really, really serious about you, and they really, really want you to know this. And they're really going to be finding ways to do things for you on like big levels. I'm talking about surprises, things that you'll really, really appreciate, things that they know, yeah, she's gonna love this, she's gonna love it. I already know she's gonna really appreciate this. I'm doing it for her. She deserves it. Nobody else is doing anything. Like everybody's just sitting here watching, and nobody's really. That's the kind of added. Listen, I'm getting the personality and everything of this person. This person's like, I can hear this man. He's like, nobody's really doing anything. Like everybody's just sitting here watching. Like this is something to just watch. Like how come nobody's actually giving back? Like how come nobody's actually like helping this person after, like, you know what I mean? Like look at the situation. I really like her. I'm into her. So I'm gonna be that guy. And I'm gonna be that guy 1,000%. So there's a man who's talking, like, he's talking big. He's not just talking big money talk. He's also talking like big love. He's talking about big respect. He's talking about big reward. He's talking about big attention. Like, I'm really into you for real. And I'm about to, like, it's like I can hear him talking. He's even saying, I'm going to shut these other little guys down. Like, I'm ready to shut other people down. Like, I'm shutting all of that down because they're playing around, and I don't do that. I don't know how to just like a girl and just be like, that's, yeah, I like it. And this is a guy who's like also probably making fun of other guys right now. He's like, what are y'all even doing? I'm about to show y'all how this is really done. Like, I'm about to really pursue her for real. And I'm going to get her. And she's going to only want me because I'm the only one doing things for real. See? That was the whole thing. That's the whole catch. That's the whole thing, is someone just really understanding your pain, your struggle, your life, and actually giving back to you. So somebody's doing that. Somebody's doing that. Somebody's understanding that. Somebody's seeing past the confidence that you have and understanding that you really appreciate things like this. Somebody really knows your heart and know that you would never like mistreat anyone a day in your life, or you probably won't ever leave this person, because in a time like this, and this person takes the time out of their life and do these things for you, even if this is someone who's like at a distance from you, or someone that you don't even really know, or someone that you've never met before, and they just start doing things for you, and then you find out who's doing it. Oh my God. You're going to return this person with a lifetime of everything. It's the simple things that will make you so happy right now. And this person showing up and coming in your life and bringing love back to you, bringing honor back to you, bringing respect back to you, bringing like raising you up, like to, because you're already there. You're there. But this person is about to make it known to the world that this is where you're going to stay. So in order for them to solidify this, I'm telling you, whoever this is, they're serious. They're serious. Some of you, you're like a coach, Aries. You're like a coach, some type of trainer. You're some type of mother figure to a lot of people, or you're like a nurturing person. You're a person with a plan. You're the person who develops all the plans. You kick it off. Basically, you kick off everybody's day. Everybody's day gets kicked off with you. It depends on your energy. You move the crowd. You move the people. So if you're feeling right, everybody's feeling right. If you're calling people out, everybody's gonna feel weird that day. If you're, like, you move how the people feel. If you post something online, the people are gonna move in accordance to what you posted, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. They're still going to be influenced and inspired by everything you do. So you're like a person who has a big following, because you're the leader, like some type of coach. You're the one that inspires a lot of people. You're a lot of people's guide or their support. I'm also getting that for some of you, this particular man or these men who you have who are interested in you, they could be coaches, like sports people, like athletes. They could be football coaches, baseball. They could be some type of coach, or if not, then they coach people, like they show other people how to do it. This person's coming through like a coach to other men, like they're about to show other men how this is done, type of thing. Like this person is very serious. They're like, look, I don't care who she's been with or who likes her right now. I don't care about any of that. I'm about to show everybody how this is done. This is how you get this kind of woman. Like, because I feel like some of you have some men out here really afraid or intimidated to approach you, because you have such a big truth that when you shine a light on things, a lot of men run away from them being the target. Like, they don't want to be your target, because if they do become your target, they're going to feel like it's going to be so big. Like, a lot of people, when you look at them, it's like a magnifying glass, because you see everything. And a lot of men don't like it, or they don't want that, or they're not used to that. But there's this one man, or maybe a couple of them, who feel like they can handle that. Like, even if you find out things that you're not supposed to find out, or even if you call them out about things, or even if you you yell at them one day, or you get really upset one day and you call it off. There is a man out there that doesn't give a damn. I'm being honest. He doesn't care how many times you say whatever you gotta say. He doesn't care what you do to try to run away from the connection with him. He doesn't care what you really like, who else likes you. He doesn't care. He wants you, and he wants to be with you, and he's serious about you. So he's shutting down everything. It's not like he's forcing himself. No, I don't think he's forcing himself. If this is somebody that you definitely would date, then I think you're gonna love that. But I don't know who it is for you. Every Aries is gonna be different. But whoever he is, he's just like, look, I don't care about anybody. I don't care. I don't care what these guys are talking about. I don't care who just called your phone. I don't care who you talk. Like, I don't care what is going on. I got you. He can't do what I'm gonna do. He's not gonna treat you how I'm gonna, like, whoever he is. November is the month where this man is about to show you that you're his, and that's it. You're nobody else's. You are his. All right, and that's all I have. Thank you. God bless.